What's up, everybody? Delusional Cowboys fan here. Sorry for my absence, guys. I'm having a bit of an identity crisis right now. I don't know if I should just make NFL content, sports content, or just Cowboys content, right? So I'm having a bit of an identity crisis, and the Cowboys having a bye this past week did not help with my upload schedule because I'm like, fuck, what should I talk about, right? But I have something that I really want to talk about, and it's the Cowboys making a splash move before the trade deadline. We haven't made any sort of splash move before the trade deadline to get significantly better since the Amari Cooper trade back in, I think it was 2018 or 2017. One of those years, don't quote me on that. But as soon as we added Amari Cooper, if you guys don't remember, that season, our offense was struggling. We were just kind of in shambles. We were an average team that was probably going to miss the playoffs, right? We added Amari Cooper. We ended up going on a run to end the year. And then I think that was the year where we beat Seattle in the wild card round and moved on to the divisional. But I'm not even fact-checking any of this. I'm just going off of straight memory. But I'm pretty sure that was the year. Immediately once we added another wide receiver weapon, we got significantly better, and it actually propelled us into winning a playoff game, right? That's what we need to do this year. We need to add another offensive weapon. We just need to. Michael Gallup is not the answer at our number 2 wide receiver. Brandon Cooks, yes, he came out and got a pretty clutch touchdown against the Chargers a couple weeks ago. But Brandon Cooks has underperformed from what we expected from him and, quite frankly, what we need from him, right? We cannot rely on CeeDee Lamb to go for fucking 1,500 receiving yards and 10 touchdowns this year. We can't do that. CeeDee Lamb is like a 1,200-yard receiving guy, 8 touchdown type of guy this year. That's probably what he's going to do. He's a top 10 wide receiver, but when you don't have another number 2 to kind of get some of the defense's attention, they're just going to key on CD all year. When we face good defenses, like how we faced against the 49ers, CeeDee Lamb was getting doubled. He was getting bracketed, and we had no other options, right? So that was a little bit of a long intro to lead up into what's been going through my mind, looking into the media, looking at all this stuff going on. The Broncos right now should be our trade targets. They are nowhere close to becoming a contender. They have no assets as far as draft capital, if I'm not mistaken, because of what they gave up to get Russell Wilson, right? So with that being said, I actually saw, I don't know how true this is, I was actually, before I even started recording this video, I was actually trying to find the tweet where it said Pat Surtain might be on the market. The Broncos might be willing to listen to offers for Pat Surtain, right? So I was just looking for that. Yeah, my bad, guys. I was looking on Twitter trying to find that. So if that's true, this source that tweeted it, he's pretty credible. I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. I'm looking. Since I'm recording on my laptop still, sorry, I haven't bought a fucking camera because, like I said, I'm having an identity crisis. I don't know what this channel is going to be. Fuck, I'm over here messing with my mic and stuff too. This video might be a video just a straight shambles. I don't know. But where was I even at? Basically, long story short, Pat Surtain, Broncos might be hearing out offers for Pat Surtain, right? So that just got me thinking, let's just say we scrap the whole trying to get a wide receiver thing, right? We scrap that because Pat Surtain is a guy who moves the needle. If we were to add a guy like Pat Surtain, and quite frankly, you Cowboys fans, if you don't remember, Pat Surtain was our guy. We were supposed to get Pat Surtain, and the fucking Broncos snaked him away from us. That Pat Surtain draft was just so random for the Broncos at the time because I forgot who was the prospect that most people are like, oh yeah, he's going to the Broncos, and they just hit an audible and got Pat Surtain. That pissed me off because I really, really wanted him coming out of college. I wanted to draft him. This was before that sounds like a casual right now. Was he in the same draft class as Trayvon Diggs? Or no, was Trayvon Diggs drafted the year before? Something like that. All I remember is Trayvon Diggs, his rookie year, he struggled, right? So it was something like that. Long story short, I wanted Pat Surtain in the worst way. So if we just scrap the idea of trying to get an offensive weapon from the Broncos, trying to get a Jerry Jeudy, what if we give up a first and a second for Pat Surtain? Like, I do not give a fuck. Give up a first and a second for Pat Surtain. Get him to Dallas now because he will move that needle for this Dallas Cowboys defense. Imagine, because Trayvon Diggs, he's out for the rest of the year. If he comes back next year, who's to say he's even back to his normal self? What if he lost a step? Right? I mean, it's an ACL, guys. What if he lost a step? That's a legitimate question. So Pat Surtain, he is well worth a first and a second right now for what we want to do. Because if we add that guy, Jesus Christ, that is an elite defense. That is an elite defense. That is a true shutdown corner. Trayvon Diggs, he wasn't really even a true shutdown corner. He's just a ball hawk, right? This year, before he got injured, he was having, great games. I think he only allowed like 1 or 2 catches. But we were also playing some horrible offenses, right? Pat Surtain moves that needle for us. So the Cowboys, let's say we don't get Pat Surtain and we just settle on Jerry Jeudy or something. That we need to make a play. We need to make a play this trade deadline because this current team right now as it stands is not a contender. It is not a contender to come out of the NFC and have a Super Bowl appearance. Guys, I don't know if you've been living under a rock, but the Rangers are in the fucking World Series right now. The Rangers are in the World Series. They play game 1 tomorrow. The Rangers are in the fucking World Series. The Mavericks, I think they're going to be a playoff team this year. I think they might, win the first round. What if they win the second round? Who knows, right? The Mavericks made a playoff run a couple years ago and went to the Western Conference Finals. The Cowboys have not made plays to fucking make a playoff push. The Rangers made plays. They added people. Now, I'm not a baseball guy, but the Rangers have made plays to go from losing 100 games last year to now they're in the fucking World Series. The Mavericks made plays. They added Kyrie. They're doing stuff like the Mavericks are making plays to try and make a playoff push. The Cowboys, they kind of piss me off with their ideology and kind of like their culture when it comes to, trading for big names and things like that. The Cowboys almost seem like one of those teams where they just rather draft all their guys. They draft their guys, and the guys that they draft is like their babies. They want to develop them. They want to, make them into, stars or whatever. That's great. We have a great, developmental type program, I guess you would say, because we take guys that we draft and we develop them. It's rare that the Cowboys miss on a draft pick, especially in like the first or second round. In the second round, if you go back and look at the data, in the second round, the Cowboys are pretty elite at drafting. The first round, we're pretty elite at drafting. The one draft bust that I could think about in the past, handful of years is fucking Taco, whenever we drafted him over TJ Watt. That was the one draft bust that I could really think of that was just an egregious type draft bust. So, long story short, the Cowboys, they have this identity of we want to draft our talent, we want to develop our talent. So, hey, you have talent, you have a talented roster, but we might be one player away. We might just be one skill position away to making that run that we want to make. Because I got to tell you guys, yes, the 49ers fucking shit on us, but the 49ers, you could see the 49ers, if they don't have all their guys, if all their guys aren't fucking clicking at a high level, then they could get fucking exposed. The Eagles, fuck the Eagles, dude. Like, fuck the Eagles, bro. Fuck that whole tush push. Them fuckers are some bums. They're going to get knocked out in, like, the divisional this year. Watch. Folks are like, oh, the Eagles are the best team in football. Fuck the Eagles, dude. Like, Jalen Hurts has been struggling all year, and they're still fucking dick riding him. Fuck the Eagles, dude. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if the Cowboys, you're really looking at the NFC, you really have to take a look, and you're like, our main two threats are the 49ers and the Eagles, right? We need to make moves to get better, and it's going to be through the trade deadline. So let me know what you guys think. Would you throw the kitchen sink at Patrick Surtain if that's available? I don't know. I might have been looking at a troll tweet, but this guy who tweeted it, he's always pretty dialed in with his sources and stuff like that. I wish I could find the tweet. I need to follow this guy, honestly. But should we throw the kitchen sink at Pat Surtain, or should we go and look for a wide receiver weapon? I also saw something like, Tennessee's looking to possibly move from DeAndre Hopkins for the right price or something like that. I need to start fact-checking all this shit. I don't even know if these are, actual sources and actual real shit or just people trolling on Twitter. But, yeah, should we get an offensive weapon or should we throw the kitchen sink at Pat Surtain? Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know what you want to see because I need to be more consistent uploading because if I'm not consistent uploading, I won't get any watch time. I won't get, the algorithm catching my videos and stuff like that. So I'm going to do my best to post as much as possible. Like I said, guys, I'm just having an identity crisis, and I do this stuff on the side for fun. As you can see, I'm actually wearing my work polo right now. I just got off work. So, yeah, I got a lot going on, but I want to make this YouTube thing work because I have a lot of fun making these videos, and I love talking sports. So, yeah, if you like the video, give it a like. Comment what you think the Cowboys should do. If you're a Cowboys hater, comment that too. I love when Cowboys haters comment on my videos because I could tell that the fucking Cowboys really trigger something in your heart, some sort of hate in your heart, and I love it. I love seeing how angry you guys get at just me talking Cowboys football. So yeah, let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.